How to stop caring what others think of you. 8 ways. Did you know that the need for acceptance is part of your genetics? Nearly all the people in the globe desire belongingness. Most individuals thrive in groups where they belong, and people measure their success by gaining the respect and trust in their peers. However, at times that desire takes the spotlight, and what people think of you matters more than what you feel about yourself. You may start analyzing every word and look coming your way to get clues on judgment or acceptance. Someone you look up to may pass you by without saying hello and leave you with the impression that you don't deserve his or her notice. You may notice that you are pleasing others, putting them first. Then they take advantage of you while you run after their praise. In the end, you will exhaust yourself trying to be cooler, more attractive, more diligent, or more successful for the sake of being valued. What is the reason behind this desire for being liked? Why do certain people have this tendency more than others? Understanding the need for belongingness. In most cases, past experiences contribute to this inclination. You may have experienced that affection must be conditional at some time in your life, something you have to earn, and something you don't deserve. Afterward, shame develops where you fail in perfection. As expressed by Brené Brown, the author of The Gifts of Imperfection, striving for oneself is healthy, but to strive while caring about what others think is perfectionism. Maybe your childhood guardians didn't connect with you emotionally and were verbal and physically abusive. They may have set high standards for you. Maybe you were surrounded by bullies in school, or perhaps you thought you were not competitive enough to be accepted. Another reason may be because you can't explain yourself. As a result, you feel unworthy and insecure, leading you to rely on other people for assurance that you belong and matter. Desiring to be thought of by others positively is not a terrible thing. Everybody needs to be aware enough of how people view them to be in tune with how they affect them. Nevertheless, anxiety about what others think can lead you to value what they want from you instead of what you need and desire. As a result, what begins as an attempt to secure our acceptance and happiness ends up in the opposite direction. The solution. If you have observed that you are prone to being anxious about being accepted, below are some steps you can follow to regain a better relationship with yourself and with others. 1. Take a look at the bigger picture. You would care less about what people think of you if you knew that they think very little of you. Everyone already has enough on their minds. Each one has different insecurities. So, if you are anxious about how you deal with people who are new to you, know that they may be worried themselves about what you think of them. 2. Ask yourself questions. Human beings are prone to patterns of pessimistic thinking, which can hurt their behavior or mood. For example, you may think of the worst or forget about the good things in a circumstance and focus only on the bad. Most of the time, people make thoughtless conclusions. Therefore, ask yourself questions, reason with yourself, and don't allow impressions to dominate you. As a result, you will see that you are worrying over something that exists only in your thoughts. 3. Stop being a perfectionist. It may be difficult to get rid of the concern to make things perfect so that you will be admired and loved. However, that is vanity, because in reality, perfection is only an illusion. Bear in mind what others think of you also has a connection to what they think about themselves. 4. Understand yourself better. Ask yourself, what do I want? What do I like? Am I making decisions about my relationships, pastimes, and career because I want to impress others or because I want them? Free yourself and try something new. What would you enjoy or chase after if you were not so anxious about the opinion of others? 5. Find where you belong. There are certain groups of people who will recognize you and appreciate you for you. So don't waste effort and time on those people who await that you will fulfill their wants and wishes. Cultivate genuineness. and you will know who you should be with. As expressed by Brown in her book, Daring Greatly, true belonging only happens when you present your imperfect, authentic self to everyone. The feeling of belonging will never be more significant than your measure of self-acceptance. 6. Be open to vulnerability. Going against the odds, taking the risk, speaking out, or facing disapproval can be frightening. Nevertheless, you must come to a resolution on what matters most to you and fight for it. Note that people grow when they are outside their comfort zones. Even if you fail, take the opportunity to learn and grow. 7. Get help from professionals. The worry you sense about others' thoughts about you can be mastered with self-awareness. However, some people may need professional help, especially if they have had past traumatic experiences or mental issues. If you think that you are one of them, don't hesitate to reach out to experts in the field and don't prolong your suffering. 8. Be friends with yourself. The reality is you can't please everyone around you and force them to like you, even if you try. The good news is you are not alone, so accept the pains that will come along when you can't take a bond with another person. Instead, focus on the things that will take you forward and make you the person you desire to be. Learn to accept everything that you are, even your flaws. Follow the tips mentioned above and you'll see the difference it can make to help you think less of what others think of you.